this is perfect. You haven't done Jiu-Jitsu in a while. Review, perfect. Standard operating procedure. I thought a lot about this, particularly for you. You asked me one time, like, why would you go one direction as opposed to the other? And it's like echoed in my brain. So I want to give you like a better, intelligent response to this. And standard operating procedure, get your arms away, get them back in front. This is step one. Step two, step over with the rest of your body so that you don't have such an open surface for someone to lay on. And step three, make sure your head and shoulders are off the floor and you're leaning onto your elbow, sometimes into this knee, sometimes into this forehead. 1, 2, 3. Elbows return, step over with the lower part of your body, and your way to your right. Follow so far? Yeah. The reason we're like making it boring, I think the last time you had class, we did it from like this position, where your legs are over there and my legs are over here. It's the same if you were in mount, it's the same if you were behind. It just looks and manifests a little differently. But for review, we'll do it from mount. Please mount. So your knees are on both sides of my body, and you're a smart jiu-jitsu person now, so you know that your hands on my elbows is a good idea to keep my elbows away from the rest of my body, make me less strong. So step one, just as if your legs were on one side of my body as opposed to either side, I'm gonna try and get my head and shoulders off the floor, extend my arms and retract them back so that my elbows and my forearms cover my vital organs. So 1, 2, and 3. So this is step one, and you're being nice to me, you've got like some distance to you. Step two, my feet are like this. I would want to lay my feet maybe like a scissor, maybe in an arc, with a step my foot over like this. Step three, if you're still trying to squish me like you are right now, yeah, really bad if I'm just trying to like eat all of your weight like this. I want to lean off of my shoulder and onto my elbow like this. I think this is kind of a position that Rich might have taken for granted. He asked me about this. Rich would like get up and hug from here. This is a bad idea because you can start to grab my head or push my head and shoulders back to the floor, and now I'm hugging you and your chest is on top of my face and you're gonna kill me. So instead of hugging, keep the elbows tight to you, keep the palms facing you. I've been telling even the kids, like, if you can smack yourself, it's way better than if Nita can smack me. But elbows tight, leaning off of my shoulder onto my elbow like this. And now I'm just a little more safe. I'm not out of the woods, but I can start fashioning some direction to get safe. From before, we were talking about like, why would you go one direction and not the other? In this case, I would say go in this direction instead of that direction. Correct. Yeah. So not like the worst thing, but like I have to be like very mindful of how I'm gonna do it in this direction. So we'll start going in this direction to start. I still keep my hips on the mat if I can like this, and I'm just trying to step this foot under this foot. So 1, 2. So my feet are bladed like this. I stepped over. I'm gonna step under, and I'm gonna bridge my hips in your direction to opt down to. You might stay on top of me. We'll go over what happens if you stay on top of me. But if you keep your hands off of me while I do this, usually you'll fall that way. So I'm like this, and I do that. As you lean into me, I'm gonna do that and bridge, and it'll push your weight a little bit off of me. If you're still like leaning onto me with your hip like this, my elbows are still very close to my body like this. I'm not trying to push you. I'm just trying to keep you in one place and look where my knees go. Back side. So it's just another way to get some of this capital realistic back. So one more time, like you'll be mounted, your hands will be on my elbows. I'm gonna bridge, elbows away, elbows tight, step over. So that's step 1 and 2. Step 3, lean into this part, hi Chris, and get it to the elbow. So on the elbow here, avoid for like starters, leaning in this direction. Not that it's like impossible or wrong, but better to take this foot and step under. So when I step under, immediately I'm gonna elevate my hips in your direction. 1, 2. If you're still like you're consolidating your base like you are, but my elbows are very tight, so you're not quite in my capital real estate. Watch what my knees do. I'm kind of doing a pull-up. So 1, 2. So just get to my knees closer to me. Why are you moving pattern control?
Yeah.
Some mat stuff, Chris. I think we did it, and we got a little bored of the particulars yesterday, so we'll like hammer in. But some of this, some of like if she cannot step over, we'll do next. We did yesterday, and today we'll do chokes that involve this sort of movement using the sleeve. Usually, bad idea to put your fingers inside someone else's sleeve because you don't know what they're doing, but you know what you're doing. So, great modality is the kill. My mount situation is going to be like this, and it's just review because it's been a little bit, but she's going to bridge so that if I do have weight into her elbows or I'm keeping her elbows away from her body, she's going to bridge in either direction to extend her arms and then retract them back. So you can keep your feet on the floor, lift your hips, extend your arms. So you got it, yeah, bridge, you got it. Yeah, just like this, yeah. Keeps my hands off of her. Before I put my hands back on you, return your elbows to your rib cage. Yep, 1, 2, yeah. Face your palms at you, very nice and good. Step over, fantastic. So off this step over, before I readjust my body to get heavier on you, lean in this direction and take your shoulder exactly, just like this. Now you're ready to escape. Avoid going that way, yes, sit this way and then bridge back into me. And I'm still trying to get exact, knees tight, good to go, yeah. And it might not be so compliant, but to the ability that you're protecting yourself, you're at least in a good spot to be moving. Wanna try it? Sure. To review. Same thing. My hands are like doing this way. So you're gonna bridge, so my hands get off of you, my elbows get back like this, he steps over, try to step over, exactly, good. Before you do this, because I'm gonna take your back, keep your elbows tight to you, buddy. Yeah, good. Keep your elbows tight to you, lean in this direction, but keep this palm at you, yes, good. So now, for this one, just so that you don't start giving up your back needlessly, step this one under this way and bridge this in again. So, yes, good, yeah, exactly, yeah. And it's like, you make it more space and sit on the crib. This is like, this review kind of, to a degree, but make a little sense?
It makes sense. It doesn't
Nothing crazy?
sound familiar, but it makes sense. Yeah.
So to make it sound a little more familiar, just to like, plug it in somewhere else for your brain. Same if his legs are on this side of my body, as opposed to like this knee over here and this knee over here. So the procedure is the same. If he's starting to put his chest on me and put his hands on both sides of my body, I'm still extending my arms in his direction. I'm still retracting. I'm still covering my face to the best of my ability. Before he drops my hip or I do it for him, step over ASAP. Reason I'm stepping over ASAP, he's gonna be leaning into me, so I wanna try and get my head and shoulder off the mat immediately. The same as before, it's not a bad idea to go this way, but you might be flattened. So instead of like going that way immediately, do your best to face your partner off of these escapes so that you can't really see it, but my elbows are very close to me. I'm just using my knees to get close to my elbows so I can recover a defensive posture. Whereas prior, he's purely offense, now I can do some offense.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's not 1 for 1, but like, mount me please. But the procedure is the same. I need extension so that his hands are off of me. I need retraction to protect myself. I need to step over to mobilize the lower part of my body and get my head and shoulders off the floor. For this particular position, it depends, I guess, who you ask, but I would say avoid leaning in this direction because he's going to take my back because we've been training to do that. Yeah. So in lieu, this foot, step under, and I'm bridging back in his direction so I'll balance and get my knees back inside. It might look like I'm pushing him. I'm not pushing him. I'm just keeping him in place so my knees do this.
Whatever you need to do to get your knees back.
Knees back close, yeah. Make a little sense? Yeah. Can we just, one more amendment? Let's say you're the mounted person. Sometimes, again, he's smart at jiu-jitsu now, so you might get the elbows back, but like he sinks his hips back into you, and he puts his hands back on you, and he starts to shift the weight of his hips and his lower leg like this. Yeah. So very hard to fizzle and step over. But he's also stuck to me. So keep your hands on him and do the same, like trying to get knees to chest. So still like knocking the knees that way, knocking the knees that way, just to get knees back to chest. Thank you. Try to avoid doing this one more time. Try to avoid doing this if he already has hands around your neck. This should be like if he's already like choking you, or if he has hands on your collar, I wouldn't immediately do this because he's pulling the upper part of your body. We'll do something else because he's stuck to us. But if you can let go of my head, please. He's not holding onto your head. He's just hands on you, keeping you down, this type of thing. Great idea. Great idea. Keep everything tight. He's lowering his hips into me. I'm going to lower back and forth. I'm going to judge my knees back to the side in this direction. However it works. Sorry. We'll play just to get to this position. So start mounted on Sandy. Sandy's gonna start with his elbows away from his body. Sandy wants to do this, or Sandy wants to get on top. If Sandy gets on top, that means your hands are not on Sandy. Maybe Sandy did a bit off balance and turn. I'm kind of looking for the same position when my knees drop. It doesn't, like, I have gravity now. No, I don't have gravity, but it's literally the same thing. Make sense? Yep. So on top for the husband. So he's smart jiu-jitsu guy. I'm gonna start with my hands tight. He's gonna start with his hands on my elbows because he immediately wants to remove that relationship ASAP. I recommend if his hands are on my elbows, look to use your knees to climb into my armpits so that his hips are covering my chest a bit more. You ready? Yeah. Here we go. Ooh. Are you ready? Go. Sorry. Way to stay on top. Really. Very cool. Can I put the water before this? What great kids. Wow. How you doing? So you good?
Alright.
Nice.
90, so I didn't do much.
I cleaned out my man cave. I took the trash out. So I can get more around with my everything. Hopefully. That's my scheme.